Hello, hello. It's Enchanted Raven with my little matcha tea. I figured I'd do the little healthy tea since all of this craziness is going on. How's everybody doing? So there's no one on just yet, but I'm actually going to do something kind of different today. I'm going to take the focus off of this whole virus thing, and I'm going to focus on something that's even more important right now, the new moon. Moon is everything to me, everything to me. So right now we are in the new moon, and last night's video, as I was rewatching it, I realized that I said that it was in Pisces in the beginning, and said that it was in a fire, the fiery mode of Pisces, but no, it is actually Aries. And I did end up saying Aries in the end, but it's in Aries. It's a new moon in Aries, which is perfect because the new moon, rewind, the Aries is actually the first sign in the zodiac, so it's a true new beginning. So new beginning, fresh beginnings, your clean slate. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the cards for the new moon. During new moons, it's not as intense as a full moon, so you don't have all of the, the crazy buzzing energy that goes on with the full moon, and hence that's the reason why people go a little crazy on the full moons. That's why everything is, people are, you just notice the weirdest shit. But on a new moon, it's more of going inwards, and I don't know if you've kind of heard like new moon abundance checks. So new moon abundance checks are something that I've been doing, gosh, for almost 5 years now. And it's basically the same thing. It's where it's a good practice to kind of get into the mindset of what your true desire is. So new moon abundance checks is literally a check that you write to yourself. Hi, my love. Oh, I miss you. This vacation is like not really a vacation from work. Like, I miss you guys so much. It's like I kind of want to go back. Oh, how are you, my love? ¿Cómo está, mi amor? So I'm just pulling a reading for the new moon. The new moon is in Aries, so it's all about new beginnings and fresh starts and clean slates. And I was talking about the new moon abundance check, which is a check that you literally write to yourself. It's kind of what you want to bring into your life. So this is a new wants. Or it can be old wants, just rewriting the same old check. But basically, it's you act like you're writing a check to yourself, and you just write down what you want to experience in your life. What do you want to bring back into your life? What do you want to continue to come into your life? So that's a practice that I do every new moon, and then on the full moon I release it. And I go out and I sit in the new moon and I just listen to what the moon has to say. La luna mi favorito. So I listen to what nature has to say. I listen to what my spirit guides have to say, and I afterwards I'll pull cards for myself just to see what this new moon is bringing. Also, with a new moon, when you want to bring something into your life, you have to let something go. So obviously there's fears going on in the world right now. So it's more about your inner fears. What are you afraid of? So what do you need to release? What do you need to work on? What is this new moon trying to tell you to release? What is this new moon trying to tell you to focus on? So as you put out there, like let's say, for an example, let's just say you want a new house. Okay. Or you want a new job. So you put out that you want a new job, but it's not coming to you. So you have to focus on, okay, well then you have to release the fears of, is this job good enough for me? Am I good enough for this job? Is this going to meet all of my financial needs? Is this going to provide for my family? So then you get to the root of those fears. Well, it's, stability. So, and that has to do with your root chakra. So then you start working on your root chakra. So then your root chakra is down by your feet, and it's the color red. So you can either meditate on red or wear a lot of red, or you could eat a lot of red foods, eat the rainbow, eat the chakra system as well. I feel like my earring is attached to something, but anyway, oh, it is. My hair. It's attached to my hair. So, once you figure out the fear behind the need, behind the desire, then it comes to you easily. So once you remove that blockage, the desire comes to you easily. So, my intention with this video is to pull some cards on what do we need to release with this full moon, or with this new moon, and what is it that is blocking us. So when you work with a blockage, it's going to bring up a lot of emotional, very painful memories. It's going to bring up a lot of either sadness or anger. It can bring up some guilt. It can bring up some shame. So you wanna make sure that you're being as gentle with yourself as possible. You want to make sure that you are in a relaxed state. You want to make sure that you are really listening. I like to call it the inner child. The inner child is like your ego, so your ego is your fear. And sometimes I like to call the ego the itty bitty shitty committee, as I said in my post before. It's a system that your body has set up to where, yeah, this feels like something else. This is not okay. We don't like this. So, this has happened before. This is, so it's a warning symbol for us. But as your vibration gets higher and as your higher self starts to take over, you start to realize that your ego is just, it's just a loud, screaming, like, just annoying kind of voice that does really no good, but puts you into a state of fear. So your intuition is that soft, like, it's okay, this is going to happen, but we've got this. You're okay, we're okay. Look, we have this, we have a roof over our head, we're breathing, we're fine, our health is good, our family's good. So you want to listen more towards your intuition. You want to listen more towards your inner being, your inner self. So with the new moon, it's a perfect time to go ahead and that one wants to come out. Go ahead and listen to the messages that your inner being is trying to get to you. Okay. So as I'm shuffling, I'm just kind of asking the universe and my spirit guides and any ancestors that need to come forward with messages, just to bring forward the best possible messages, the best possible healing messages for everyone. So we had a couple fly out. I think it's a little bit early because not too many people are on, and I think so. How's everybody holding up? Okay. Here we go again with this card. Oh my God. Like, really? Like, okay. So I think that this card with the new moon and the energy, because, oh my goodness, all of these cards are, wow. Okay. Okay. So, my goodness. All right. So we have the balance and the patience. Okay. So we have the balance card, which is, it's wind. It's your thoughts. You have to balance your thoughts. So you have to have the patience with yourself to balance yourself. That goes along great with this isolation. That goes along great with how everybody's feeling right now. Sorry, I'm listening. Balancing your thoughts takes a lot of patience, and this is something that I've really had to learn, because I was a very, very impatient person right now, or I used to be a very impatient person, and so balancing my thoughts and really understanding why I was so impatient, and understanding why, going down deep and asking myself that tough question, like what am I in a rush for? Why am I so in a rush? It really took a lot of patience. So when you're balancing your thoughts and you're taking the time to be patient with yourself, you really begin to see what's good for you in your life. You really begin to see your self-worth. You really begin to see where you were blocking yourself and you were stopping yourself, because really it's you. You can't blame anybody else. You can't project anything onto anybody else. It's really just you. So what were you blocking yourself from? So what were you stopping yourself from doing? With the courage card, this comes up as underneath your balance and your patience. This comes up as, you have the courage to see this through. You have the courage to bring this into your life. So with this new moon, control your thoughts, really get into your mindset, really have the courage to dive deep into those fears that are stopping you, that are blocking you from gaining what you want to come into your life. Really have the courage to ask yourself that question, face yourself. I follow a person, a Navy SEAL, and his name is David Goggins. And this man is he's amazing. He's harsh. He really is harsh, but he really does point out a lot of things. And he wrote a book called Can't Hurt Me, and it's a amazing book that has helped me to be able to go deep and ask myself those questions. I mean, it really made me face stuff that I was blocking myself. And so it was the accountability mirror. So you look at yourself in the mirror and you kind of you really ask yourself, why are you blocking this? What's going on? What is it that you're afraid of? What is it that you're not releasing? What is it that that you're afraid to ask yourself? Have the courage to ask yourself, have the courage to face yourself. Because if you can look in the mirror and yourself and say, okay, well, you did this and this and this, and you're guilty of this and this and this, and this is you're holding yourself accountable, nobody else can take that away from you, and nobody else can use that against you, because you've already said it to yourself. You've already looked yourself in the face and said it to yourself. So as soon as you're able to balance your thoughts and having the courage to face yourself and having the courage to unlock those blocks, that's when your blessings are going to come in. And that's the initiation card right here. So that's Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is just the epitome of compassion. She is here basically to tell us that once you gain control of your thoughts, using this new moon to really sit with yourself and to really go in and I think I have said this so many times, like I think I'm like getting tired of saying this. Not really getting tired of saying this, because this is all healing, but I feel like this new moon, combined with what's going on with the virus and what's going on with the world and what's going on with the energy, it really is just, it's time to face ourselves. Nobody else is, it's not up to anybody else. It's time to face ourselves. It's time to ask ourselves the tough questions. It's time to go dive deep into our inner child and have the courage to ask yourself those questions, have the courage to pick yourself apart, basically. We get the regeneration. We have a lot of fire. We have thoughts and fire. So we have wind and fire. So thoughts and your passions. What are you passionate about? Ask yourself this question with this new moon. What do you want to bring in? What do you want? What passions do you want to bring into your life? Are you happy where you're working? Are you happy where you're living? Are you happy with the person that you're with? Are you happy in the place that you're in the area that you're living in? What is your passions? Are you happy doing what you're doing? Can you possibly use this time out, this universal gift of having a time out to really work on your passions, to really make a living off of your passions? Because that old saying goes, you never work a day in your life if you love what you do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing this right now because this is my passion. I love helping to heal people. I love helping to bring out that inner God and goddess in you, that inner king and queen in you. I love to uplift people. I love to make them realize fully how amazing they are and how prosperous they can be and how healthy they are, and just helping them work through all of their flaws. Listen, everybody's got flaws. I've got flaws. I will be the first one to admit it, and nobody's going to hold any of them against me, because I've done this inner work, and I've brought this into my life, and I've brought this passion into, and I work on it every single day. I post things every single day. I used to be afraid of what people were going to think. Oh my God, oh my God, she does voodoo and da-da-da. No, I don't do any of that. Like, I deliver messages. I don't, I honed in on my practice, and I truly use my gifts to be able to give people messages that they need to hear, from past loves, from ancestors, and I had to get over that. That was blocking me, because one of my things to myself on my new moon abundance checks was that I wanted a business. I wanted Enchanted Raven to be a thriving business, and so each new moon I wrote that, and it wasn't coming about. It wasn't happening for me. So I really had to ask myself, well, why is that? And it was because I was afraid to be my true self. I was afraid to be my true authentic self. I was afraid to show what I do. I was afraid because of what I was afraid of what other people were going to say about me. I was afraid of what other people were going to think about me. So here's the thing. People are going to think about you any way they want to. They're going to say things about you. They're going to make up stuff about you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to call you names, but you have to rise higher than that, and you have to really and truly dive down deep and ask yourself if your passions are worth all of your frustrations. And I guarantee you they are, because I love doing what I'm doing. I absolutely adore, love. I'm ecstatic to be able to do this. See, there's nobody watching right now, and I'm still going. So I want, because I know that this message will be delivered to somebody that needs to hear it. I know that, oh my goodness. I just looked down, and look, we have Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary in the same cards. Like, you have the backing. So you have the initiation, but you got to make the sacrifice. So you got to put time into your passion. You have to put time into your healing. You have to put time into that releasing those blockages. You have to put time and sacrifice and sleepless nights and going to your car on your lunch break and pulling a few cards for people that asked you, what if you could possibly help them, because that's kind of what I do. So my point is that if you do all of this with the new moon, and you really sit down and you look at your passions and you look at the things that are blocking you, ask yourself that tough question. Are you really and truly doing everything that you possibly can think of to do your passions? Are you really and truly happy? Are you really and truly excited to get up every single day and do whatever it is that you are doing? So if you are, then you're in ecstasy. Okay, so this is the total outcome of this reading. If you do all of this, the new moon will bring about your ecstasy, and it's in the seas. So the seas have to do with your emotions. The seas, water, which is the moon. The moon controls the moon controls the ocean. The moon controls your emotions. So you have to clear your thoughts, and you have to clear those blockages, and you have to really encourage yourself and have that courage to step up and step out and do your thing. Don't let the fear of this virus think that you won't be able to make it. You won't be able to use your smarts. Use if you have to and you love to sew, go sew some clothes for families, and be happy. If it's stuff like what I like to do, listen. There are a million tarot readers out there. There are a million spiritual guides out there. There are a million Reiki masters out there. What makes me unique is me, my authenticity. People come to me because it's me. So if you're trying to start a business and you're trying to, and your passion is, say, fitness, and you think that there's a million of fitness places, they don't go to that building because it's a fitness place. They go because they're attracted to something, and it's you. They go because you offer that calmness. You offer that welcomeness. You offer that warmth. You offer that genuinity that they're actually going to transform. That's what I'm trying to talk about, and that's what I'm trying to say is you have to recognize inside yourself what you want to bring into your life, and you have to own it, and you have to release those blockages, and you have to really truly let your authentic self shine. So that is the message for the new moon. So go inside and ask yourself, what is your true passion, and what blockages are you needing to release in this new moon energy. So to clarify that, I'm going to use my Ascended Masters deck. And hi, Sissy! Thank you so much. I was just ranting and raving about, you know, you. Yeah. Thank you, my love. I don't know if these comments come up like minutes after, because you literally just came up on my screen. So, oh, thank you. It's a little chilly here. It's like, I don't know, chilly for me is like 72, 73. I'm like a 95, 98 degree weather girl. So it's kind of like really chilly. But so yeah, so the new moon, so don't forget to write your new moon check. I was just gonna start clarifying a little bit of maybe the blockages that need to be released in this new moon. So, yeah, it's all about going inside and asking yourself the tough questions. You know, this new moon is like the final release, like the final release. And you're going to get, you know, that 5 inches of snow. I don't miss that, girl. Like, sorry, I don't miss that at all. I really don't. I'll take my 72 degree freezing weather and have my blanket with me. Oh gosh, I'm so weird. Okay. Yes. Okay, so Ganesh is telling you yes, unblock. Oh wow. He is the unblocker of obstacles. He is the epitome of unblocking any obstacle that you have in your way to start your passion. So not only is he the unblocker, it's oh, I just snorted. It's brick tits up here. What does that mean? What does that mean? Okay. Oh my God, you crack me up. My guy, yes, my guy Ganesh, yes. So it literally says yes. It literally says yes. So whatever idea that you were thinking of, whatever idea you're trying to bring in, whatever idea you're trying to start, whatever business you're trying to manifest, whatever home line business, online business, whatever that is, yes, the universe is trying to bring this to you, but you have to unblock those fears. You have to get to the root of it. You have to talk to your inner child. You have to make it a priority during this isolation to really go inside and decide what makes you happy, what, who, where, when, and why it makes you happy. Ask all of those tough questions. Really get down and deep and get to know yourself. You know, you really truly don't know yourself because you're distracted by so much media, so much of society. I do, actually, yes I do. It's hanging right there. So I'm constantly looking at it. Yep, I sure do. I love that. I love that tapestry that you gave to me. It's like my calming. Like I sit down and I'm like, okay, Ganesh, what are we doing today? What are we tackling today, Ganesh? So, but yes, use this full moon to really just release it. Like really, I was going on with something. I forget what I was trying to say, but thank you. Use this new moon to unblock all of those blockages, you know, and really ask yourself the tough questions. I know I keep repeating it, but it's so important right now. It is so important right now. Oh, that's what I was saying. It's because, you know, go inside and get to know yourself. Forget about everybody else. Forget about, you know, what everybody else tells you. Society and media and your family. They all tell you how you're supposed to be. They from what? From like who says? Like who says you have to be that way? Who says that it has to be that way? Who says that you have to do that for a living? Who says that you have to date that person? Who says that that relationship is perfect for you? Like who says? You decide. This is what this new moon is about. You decide on what's good for you. You decide on what you want to bring in, and you decide on what is blocking you from bringing that into your life. Fuck what everybody else says. Like, seriously. Like, it now is the time to really start concentrating on you. What do you want to bring in your life? Who do you want to bring in your life? What do you want to bring in your life? When do you want to bring it into your life? Well, some things kind of aren't really up to you. Some things it's up to divine timing. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's get one more clarifying card on... Okay, so let's clarify this sacrifice. Oh, there we go. And it literally just fell right on the sacrifice card. Like, as soon as I said it, it was like, okay, I'm going to fall right there. What's the sacrifice? Oh, my God. Okay. Okay. So, I read a post that says that I need to, so what came up was twin flame, okay? So the twin flame journey is, oh, geez, okay. It's a hot topic right now. So this is kind of throwing me off a bit about what it connects. Okay, you know, there's a lot of unions in this card. There are a lot of unions in this reading. It's balance. There's twos. There's ecstasies, sacrifice, courage, initiation, regeneration. Yes, get it. So I mean, for anybody out there that is watching this. Anybody out there that's watching this and needs, you know, a confirmation that that person that you're thinking about, or that situation that you're thinking about, or that union, that masculine, feminine, the divine masculine, divine feminine, I have been following a lot of it. I have been researching it and diving into it. That also can have blockages. So if you know, talking about relationships, talking about, you know, finding... Twin flame is more than a soulmate. If you're not sure, I encourage you to look up the term twin flame and decide for yourself. You will know when you've met your twin flame, and there's only one for every person. But there are a lot of us that are coming up and out into the world, and it is a journey of sacrifice, for sure, but it is also a journey of ecstasy, and this is, okay, so now I see how it's tying into this whole reading, because this journey really makes you go in and meet yourself for the first time. Once you've met your twin flame, they literally make you meet yourself for the first time. They make you question everything about what is you know, what is supposed to be in a relationship, what a relationship is supposed to look like, what a relationship is supposed to feel like. But I can tell you that it is so worth it. So if you feel that you have met your twin flame, I encourage you to look it up. I encourage you to do a little research. I encourage you to talk about it. I encourage you to communicate. But for someone out there, and could quite possibly be me, I'm not sure, but well, no, I am sure, but it's a for sure yes. So maybe that's what you're trying to draw in to in for this new moon. Maybe this is your confirmation. This is your yes from this is your yes from, you know, from Ganesh. This is your balance, your union, you know. This is, you know, balancing and being patient and you're keeping your thoughts focused, sending your energy, having the courage to go through this. It's not a very easy journey, but it does bring ecstasy. It does help you control your emotions. It makes you work on things that you needed to really work on. And I'm at a loss of words. Like, I'm speechless, because this kind of just this is talking about imperfect things. This is it's not that I don't know what's going on. It's just man, when spirit wants you to acknowledge something, it will make you acknowledge something. This is something that is actually so very personal to me, this is the blockage that I needed to get it out, and to finally, I don't know, maybe have it new beginnings and a fresh start. So I'm just, I don't know how to react to this. This is not an epic fail, but it's just, oh, spirit, I'm glad my sister is the only one that's watching this right now. I'm having a freaking meltdown. I'm not having a meltdown. This is perfectly fine. Guys, just go inside yourself, and maybe, okay, twin flame is also the masculine and the divine masculine and divine feminine in yourself, coming into union with yourself. So really going in and stop laughing at me. I'm dying here. Save me, sister. No. The twin flame is also about the divine feminine and the divine masculine in yourself. So putting a name or putting a face to the divine feminine, to the divine masculine, to the centering, bringing them in together, balancing out your feminine side with your masculine side, having patience with yourself to go in and regenerate everything that you think about yourself, meeting yourself for the first time, loving yourself, having the courage to love yourself, having the courage to go out there and bring about your passions, bring in your passions, being your true authentic self, believing 100% completely in yourself. So maybe it's a union within yourself, maybe it's a twin flame union within yourself. I'm still like at a loss of words, but I'm starting to come back now. So I hope this, yeah, I'm definitely posting this, because this is too funny not to. This is way too funny not to. Wow. It's oh my gosh. So let's pick a vibe card. And for all of my my twin flamers out there, you will get why I'm laughing. You've been on this journey with me for quite some time now, and be careful if you are on the journey, be careful of your false twin. Your false twin will mirror your true twin, but he's there for a reason, or she's there for a reason, to bring about the issues that you need to clear up, so that you can get stronger, so when your twin flame does come in. So my false twin flame I met about a year ago, and that prepared me for one that I have just recently met. So and he, patience was the one thing that he taught me. So it is, it is, just look it up. Just look it up and decide for yourselves, and message me if you need it. Y'all know that I'm like really nervous right now. Sister. I'll send you the post that like kind of explains everything like that. Oh, there's my oldest. So can I please have a vibe card for, okay, well, Remember to breathe, which is something that I'm having a really hard time doing right now. Remember to breathe. So this is what I'm talking about with, spiritual people. We're not always perfect. We don't always take our own advice. We don't always know what to say, but it's the advice nonetheless. Pray, okay? Pray. Talk to your higher self. Make sure that you're always in check with your spiritual beings. You're never alone. You always have assistance. You always have access to all of the answers because it's within. Remember, your magic is within. And then clear the past. So again, perfect for this new moon. Clear the past. Clear the path. Clear the past. Get all of those blockages from it. And I think this has a lot to do with being seen, heard, and recognized. So yeah, we'll see what transmute after that. I'm very curious. Vibe check. So always check your vibes. Check how you're vibing. Check how people are vibing. By using this new moon and going within and really getting to know yourself on the twin flame journey, really getting to know yourself, you will be able to do vibe checks and know your energy from everybody else's energy. So in retrospect, this is telling us to, it's going to get stronger. Your inner self, your inner being is going to get stronger. The blessings are going to come. Just release the fear, the blockages, and just know that you have a lot of you have a lot of backing. Sister, I'm calling you after this, so just be prepared, okay? Okay. Yeah. That's happening. Elizabeth, if you get the chance to watch this, yeah, you'll know. You'll know for sure. Oh my dear Lord. So we're gonna check the change cards, the transformation cards. Oh boy. Spirit, spirit, spirit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Forgiveness. So, look how beautiful that butterfly is. Like, forgiveness is beautiful. Forgiveness is like letting go of that hot iron that you're holding on to. When you don't forgive somebody and you're holding on to anger and you're holding on to a grudge, maybe this is a blockage that you need to let go of. Maybe this is something that you need to, this has something to do with the new moon that you need to let go of. Let go of that anger, let go of that guilt, let go of that shame, let go of that regret, let go of that feeling of unworthiness, and forgive yourself first and foremost for feeling that way, because that's how you were feeling in that moment. And that's how you were protecting yourself. Those walls went up. But let those guards down. And forgiving somebody doesn't mean that you have to be around them. It just means that you're letting go of that iron, and that hot iron, and you're allowing yourself to heal. So for me, the forgiveness, there's a lot of people surrounding this whole twin flame thing that... myself included, there's forgiveness that does come up a lot in twin flame journeys, as well as letting things go, realizing the blockages, realizing the things that are stopping you. Maybe it was a certain family member that was stopping you. Maybe it was friends. Maybe it was coworkers. Maybe it was a job or something that was stopping you from really bringing in the passion in your life, or really bringing in something that you wanted to do, or that you wanted to start. So forgive yourself first and foremost, and forgive those around you. But ultimately, go in with this new moon, right? Your new moon abundance checks. Go in and just ask yourself that tough question. What am I allowing to block me from bringing in my true heart's desire? So I hope this helps. It's been an interesting one for sure. But still fun nonetheless. Messages were heard, and if you have any questions, comment below. And just let me know what you think. I mean, Spirit showed up today and completely blew me off course. So this was a very, very live very, very live, like, hello, this is your answer. You got it, confirmed. So I basically probably just did a reading for myself live with the intention of doing it for all of you. But anyway, I love you all. I am so honored and blessed to be able to do this for you. I am so honored and blessed to be able to be trusted with your energies, and I look forward to doing this on a daily basis. This is the passions that I'm trying to bring into my life. This is Enchanted Raven, the beginning of Enchanted Raven. I'm trying to get Enchanted Cafe up and running. It's going to be at the Soul of Life, 2400 1st Street in Fort Myers. It is a soul cave and a Tibetan tea parlor. So if you're in the area, please check it out. Go see Bindi. She's amazing. And I will be there soon. So I actually have my first reading there on Friday. So yeah, many blessings to you guys. Remember your new moon check, and just laugh with me. Just laugh with me. Okay. I love you all. And I wish you all the blessings that the universe wants to give you. Just let go of that fear of receiving them. And remember, the magic of life is always brewing. Tutto bene.